Incredible music.
Got a freak named Jess. Love rough sex. Got to tie her to the bed. The nipple clamps on her chest. Got a freak named Sandy. Love nose candy. Had to cut her off cause she want to meet the family. Got a freak named Tanya. Got a freak. These rappers are my kids, illegitimate, but look at all I did.
Ow!
Yeah, look at you, 2024.
You already know, bro. It's been a 2024. You are on season 5. I want to say it's been something that I think is so much of a blessing for me to bring you back, because you were the first original season 1 of Real Talk with TML. And that was when I was on Facebook and we were in COVID. Like, I went back and watched our interview just because I wanted to be, prepared to just give a recap and give you, your flowers, and just seeing you evolve since 5 years ago. And again, it's coming up on 5 years because COVID was 2020. And we were talking so much about like just being inside and, just getting used to this new normal of life at that time. So it was crazy to see that, and to see that we got to experience that together. And you were part of the first original show. So shout out to you.
Word. Yo, definitely. Thank you for having me back on there. Yeah, from season 1 to season 5. It's only right. It's only right.
Actually, I want to say this because you're one of the only Mixtape Monopoly members that have been on this show 3 times. So that's crazy because you, Jig, Ian, I haven't interviewed Mouth yet,
okay.
But I've interviewed Nitty, Niam, and he was on, I think, season 2 or season 1 as well. So it was both of you guys, but John has always been someone that, I've been familiar with and have done things with. So then bringing you now for the 3rd time, I'm like, oh God, the guys are going to be like, what's going on, TML? You got to get me on there. So we definitely got to bring everybody else back again, because our last Mixtape Monopoly interview was so dope because it was candid. It was, you guys were traveling. You and John were actually in Florida at the time. Right. So that was dope because it was just, the greatest gift to be able to be on the internet and be able to connect with you guys while you were touring.
That was fire.
Yeah, that was dope. I love that. And I love you guys. Again, it's always a blessing. It's always a pleasure to just see the growth and the things that you guys are doing. So tell me, I know that you have like been touring in the last couple of years, and I know London was one of the places that I seen the vlog for, the video for.
Yeah, we went to London earlier this year. Yeah, that was super dope. That was super dope for sure. The first time I went to London, it was really just a stop through on our way to Jigg's first tour that we did in Europe, and I didn't get the best feeling. We didn't have any stops there at the time,
right?
But I had an issue with my passport, so they wouldn't let me fly out of London. I had to go to the U.S. Embassy, and it was a whole crazy mix up. It was crazy. It was crazy. Not the experience that you wanted to have. You know what I mean? When you first go overseas, because my passport was going to expire in like 3 months. So I thought it was cool. They let me fly all the way over here to London.
Right.
And then we had a connecting flight to Austria.
Right.
So, I'm thinking everything is all good. And they're like, nah, you can't leave. I'm like, what do you mean I can't leave? Y'all let me fly all the way over here. So long story short, we got it sorted out. But this trip to London, it made up for everything. You know what I mean? We did it up. I shot like 2 videos.
Yeah.
Shout out to Industries TV. We got busy out there with a lot of footage. Shout out to Tash from the Alcoholics. I was running all around London with him, all around the United Kingdom. We had a few stops out there.
Right.
And, shout out to Ann Live, who put everything on. we hit some legendary stops on the way. You know what I'm saying? Chip Shop, Tone's Coffee Shop, which are all like rites of passage when you go over there.
Yeah.
The small venues and
yeah.
the owners, they can't afford to have these big names like Wu-Tang and these different people come out there. But people still go through there, big name artists, Cormega, and they show love because of the reception, and the love for hip hop is so strong, right?
It's
so
true.
that was just really dope to experience this time. And salute my brother John Jigg for always bringing his boy around.
Yeah, man, that was so dope to see you guys do that. And again, I think you guys are that big. What is that?
Yeah, I had to show off my merch. I'm drinking my beet juice. I might be a little ashy because I'm just my early morning beet juice mixture.
Okay.
And this is my Night Flex and Rockwelz Night Flex and LES. I had it gifted to me. This mug. So drinking my little morning morning pick me up. Pineapple, pineapple, little beet juice. Yeah, you gotta be right. Listen, man, I'm no spring chicken, like you said. This season 5, I'm no spring chicken no more, Tarji. I gotta stay right. I gotta stay. You know what I mean?
But I love it, bro. That's what that's what it is. It's at this point, it's all about being healthy, being smart, being humble, and being grateful. And you always display that. And that is something. Again, it's like I said to some artists like we had on in the last couple of weeks. One of the things is about being diverse and having this multi-dimension to you, and you do that in so many ways. You're a comedian, like you do stand-up. Like, dude, I was like, oh my god, I have to go to a show, because again, it's to see you in a different manner, in a different light. And I don't think people realize that as artists, you're creative. You're a person who is not someone who's boxed in. And I think that's what makes you guys different, is that you're artists, and you are an artist within the group. But you're also a walking billboard. And that's another thing that I noticed. No matter where you go in shows, like you always have on your merch. You always have on the
brand. Whole lot of gang. Whole lot of gang.
Tell me how important that is, bro. Tell me how important that is.
I mean, listen, if you're gonna be like, Polo ain't sending me no money, you know what I'm saying? Champion ain't sending me no money, not yet anyway. But as long as I make what I'm doing look fly, people are gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying, also be like, oh yeah, where you put that together, I could dig that, I could see that. So let me get some Monopoly merch. Let me get a Monopoly hat on. Let me get a Monopoly hoodie. So I could rep, and I could also, you know what I'm saying? People be like, what's that? What's that stand for? And it's an attention getter, and it sparks a conversation, and then we bring it all the way back to the music. And then once you realize the music is dope, then if you just came through off the merch, and then you're like, oh wow, the music is super fire. Now you proud to rock the merch. You're like, yo, now you gotta hear about the dudes that made this sweater right here. You gotta hear about the dudes that made that hat, because you know what I'm saying, or that shirt, because they crazy with it. They get busy.
And it's a conversational piece, big time. People will buy your merch before they'll buy your music. And that's where you have to understand the tangible item, you know what I mean, that you're selling. And that's what people, will gravitate first. And then you sell them your music. And they say, hey, wait, this goes with this music? Yes, it does. And you get a 2 for 1, you know what I mean? So that, I think, is, great marketing tactics for artists, is, give them a 2 for 1 and sell merch and create a brand, because outside of the music, you still have to be able to sell yourself. You are the product.
Yeah.
And I think that's important, that you guys do that, and that you do that so effortlessly. And you have the swag, you know what I mean? Like, it's swag, like, where I'm like, dude, you be in the craziest places and you will like have on merch. And I'm like, look at him. Like, he put it together. You know what I mean? So that's dope.
Yeah, so, man. That's a must. That's a must. That's a definite must for sure.
So I know one of your biggest inspirations is Nas. That was, something I uncovered from our last conversation together. Is there anyone else that you've recently been inspired by, or feel like you're gravitating towards that type of sound or collective of music?
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, the inspiration doesn't necessarily mean like I'm gravitating towards a certain sound or a certain, anything. It's just more of like appreciation, as for right now, and that inspiration could come from anywhere, really. With me, I know like right now, a couple of people, that inspire me other than my team, because they always inspire me. Every time we touch the stage, it's electric, and it's something that um it can't be mimicked, it can't be imitated. It just flows, and it just don't matter if we haven't hit the stage in a long time. Once we get together, it's like Voltron, and it's exhilarating, right?
Yeah.
Especially for the audience. We shut it down everywhere we go. But that inspiration comes from anywhere. Who inspired me recently? Big Glorilla. It's hard. She inspired me. Listen, she. What I mean? I can't front. I got to give credit where credit's due.
Which song?
I was just bumping to her new album yesterday. Glorious.
Okay, Glorious.
I just ran through the whole album. You know what I'm saying? And she got bangers on there. That T-shirt. In 95 degree.
For real. And it's a groove, it's a sound, it's something that gets you amped and gets you pumped. And that's why, like you said, it's undeniable. You can't deny it.
Yeah. Whether male or female, she be saying some crazy stuff, and it's entertaining, and that's what we want. I bump everywhere. Rome Streets just dropped. I was bumping some Rome Streets. Some real rapidy rap on them Derringer beats. Sounded crazy. Sounded real gritty, amazing. That inspiration comes from everywhere. So, but definitely Nas has been one that's just been consistent on, consistently someone that I always look to and respect their career and everything that they've done, in the music business, for sure.
I like that. So tell me, since again, I'm going to keep bringing this up because you're a returning artist. And I think that it's important to understand the growth and the evolution of the person. You know what I'm saying? So what would you tell yourself, your younger self, from our last interview to the current you? What would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself to share more, but at the same time be selective with what you share. And a lot of times it's good, that elusiveness sometimes as an artist also has its perks, right? Figure somebody like Jay-Z, like where until that 444 album, he never really delved on too much of his interpersonal life, you know what I mean? Which kind of created an allure around him, a allure like who is this guy? He doesn't write any lyrics down. He raps off the top of his head, stone cold businessman, but you don't know so much about him, and that creates an allure, right? And I have the sometimes it's just content, and I get inspired and I share. I know I got bees all around me because they want this beet juice. Am I still here? Am I still here?
You said you don't know that much about him. That was the last part I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I said it's definitely a positive to have that allure to you, to where everybody doesn't know everything about you, because it makes them want to know more. So I would kind of lean into that as well. I've been a little bit more selective. That way you wait to hear the album. I can't tell you everything that's going to be on the album, because you wait to hear it, because I just teasing you with my life and the things that are going on, and that is real. Cue in Happy Father's Day, stupid. It was just a real feeling. I think there was things that needed to be said. I think that there was a light that needed to be shined on the dads that are around, and the dads that do their thing. On the internet, there was so much, male versus female, and relationship talk and stuff like that, and these things get brought up, and I had to represent for the dads that do their thing, that are around, that do their thing, that hold it down for their kids,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and all the things in between.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, is the truth in regards to, it's funny because you have a song with Termanology. And that is a person that I seen first highlight dads and his brand, the
Yeah,
Good Dad club. So that was dope because again, it's something that I think that is not highlighted, especially in our community, in the urban community,
for sure.
um, that there's good dads, and there's so many fatherless children, and just different circumstances that create that dynamic, that think that, oh, there's no good dads, you know what I mean? And we have to get away from that. We have to show the positive. And I see you being that person. You're family man, you're a father, you're a husband, you're all the things that you want to mentor and give to the youth. And to tell them that it's okay to be this person, it's okay to be yourself. And I think that's the one thing that I respect about you, is that you are yourself, regardless of the music, anything that's going on, in life. You still kind of give yourself that, knowledge that I'm a father, I'm a man first, I'm a husband first, I'm all these different things other than
Right,
just being an artist.
right. No,
And you don't let everybody see everything. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You're very selective, like you said. You're very private. And I think that's important because it does create that allure around you of who is this guy and wanting more.
right.
Um, so
Yeah, they're not, because the worst thing, just the key point on that, is just being a multi-dimensional person. Even people. Are you still there? You look like you got
nope,
frozen.
nope,
Okay,
I'm here.
all right. Just to highlight on that, you can't ever judge a book, and I don't want people to ever think that they need to only show that there's one side of them that like that's strictly what it is. Tupac never did that, and people love Tupac. He
Yeah.
showed every side to his being, to his super gangster, to his conscious, to his, because that's real life. That's realistic. We have dualities within us. We
Hmm.
have good, we have bad, but don't ever get things confused.
That's
Because I used to think as a young man, as a young buck, I used to think, oh, I'm a super gangster. I'm so not super gangster, but you know what I mean. I'm hard or this, that, one, and the
right.
third. But until you have a family and people that you're willing to die for, to kill for, then it's kind of that's real gangster. Being a real dad, that's real gangster, because you're
Mhm.
protecting your legacy at all costs, right?
That's right.
You're doing whatever it takes at all costs to provide for your family. So that's when the real gangster comes out. That's the
Real
real
G's up.
that's the real gangster comes out, right? So people, I think they get it confused. Maybe young guys in hip hop, they just want to portray, oh yeah, I'm hard, I'm this, I got that, I'm clacked up, boom, bing, bing, bang, bang, boom, boom, bam, bam, bing, bang, boom. You know what I mean? And you're afraid to show, the duality and and your true essence, which is essentially what will have people gravitate towards who you really are, all right,
That's
and what
right.
you're really trying to convey. So most definitely,
That's
most
right.
definitely.
And I love that you do that. Again, it's not easy because the stereotypes of social media and the way we're perceived that this is love and this is how life is supposed to be is different than what it really is, and it's trying to differentiate what's real from what's a facade. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important, is that you don't lose yourself. I don't see you ever losing yourself in the
Yeah.
facade. You know what I'm saying? And you stay within the reality of it. And that is a balance. That is, and again, and to be entertaining. Um is what I see from you. And you're very selective about your visuals and how you portray yourself. So again, it's all about strategic, you know, ideas and putting that collective together, and you do that so effortlessly as well.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, we not done yet. We not done yet.
No, you're never done. I mean, I think that you are just a pillar of great sound and great music and great lyricism within your music and your craft. One of the things that I remembered that I, we touched upon is you giving back and mentoring other people and other artists. So have you been doing that? Is that something that you've been? because that was one of the things you did say you wanted to focus on in the future.
Yes. I think as far as just sharing that inspiration, where possible, there's a few different outlets which I won't mention because they not sure if they're still in business or I haven't seen them lately, but just piggybacking off of those efforts, trying to inspire the youth, as best we can, and giving back. If I don't have it financially, we give it back through the music. You know what I mean? There's always more to do. There's always more work to do. But as they say, when you're on the airplane, you got to put on your mask before you help somebody else and help somebody put their mask on, right?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you definitely want to, take that breath, make sure everything, is safe on the home base, and then you spread love. But the love doesn't stop. The love doesn't stop. I'm gonna continue to inspire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna continue to hear that growth. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I got a untitled Christmas album on the way.
You said you had a special announcement. Was this it?
Yeah. I couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? With the holidays coming, that's announcement part 1.
Okay.
Is I got a Christmas album I'm working on. Just thinking, coming off of the Happy Father's Day Stupid. I had just a lot of great reviews. A lot of people enjoyed it. I thank you for everybody that supported that. That means the world to me. I pour my heart into this music. We're gonna have some more fun because the holidays is about everything. The fun, the ups, the downs, but mostly the ups. You know what I'm saying? You're enjoying your time with your family. So I wanted to highlight a few records we're gonna highlight. You know what I'm saying? What a Christmas is like with Rockwelz. You know what I mean? Rockwelz.
I love it, bro. And you know what's so crazy is that I don't know if it was my first real love for rap was when I heard Run DMC Wish You a Merry Christmas. That, hearing my uncle play that on the turntables and just how electrified you felt from hearing that. And as a kid, I was 8 when that came out, 8 or 9. So I'm like, wow, this is so cool. They did a rap for Christmas. And I think that is something that resonates with people. So you're very, you're very smart about picking songs that are going to gravitate towards a certain concept or a certain, understanding or a certain feeling. And that's dope because again, Christmas is one of those times that people listen for new music.
Special time of year. You know what I mean? And this album, these songs are gonna convey all the feelings of the real ones during Christmas time. Always got to keep it real. You know what I mean? So it's not all sunglasses, bubble gum drops, and ornaments. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have some fun with it. And most importantly is I'm gonna try to keep it to where something that you could bump around the kids, because that's. I'm honored to be within the same conversation with these guys, and hopefully when I drop this project, it'll be able to stand the test of time, Run DMC's and their records.
I'm telling you, that song was just a song that I think changed hip hop. I think anyone who understands, the evolution of hip hop and understanding that it was so boxed in, it was it's only for the thugs, it's only for this, it's only for that.
Christmas time, man, Hollis Queens, color greens. Who can't relate to that? You gotta be able to relate. You gotta relate to that because
they put our culture of Christmas into a song, and that was, something that I was like, wow, they're talking about collard greens. These are the things that resonate with me. These are my holidays. And what I remember in regards to growing up as a kid and, spending time with your cousins and your family, everybody's showing their toys and the things that they got. And, you just have those times. I think that we need to get back to that. I think that now we don't have that as much. People are very segregated and very, you're
hearing a lot of the similar things, other than Big Glow and a couple of others, you know what I'm saying? You're hearing a lot of the same type of things, you know what I'm saying? And again, if you listening only to the radio, you're missing out on a lot of great music. you know, independent hip hop has always
Girl, you
continued to
exposed
push the
again.
envelope. Oh, I'm here. I'm back.
If you're listening only to the radio, what you missing out?
Oh yeah, you're missing out on a plethora of dope music from independent artists that's been rocking, been pushing the envelope, been coming up with concepts. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you're missing out on a lot. So for sure, I mean,
And I
the
think
music is there.
honestly, like music in a way for me is a philosophy from the mind of the artist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's your version of your perspective and your reality. And I think that's where we are great at doing that. You know what I'm saying? Is putting our words to pen and, you know, and our thoughts to pen and saying, this is how I perceive it. These are the things that I see. And you allow it to manifest in, you know, into your music. And I think that's something that you display all the time, you know, like that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I like to hone myself as a reality rapper, like, you know what I'm saying, like reality rapper, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to paint a picture that's not realistic, that's not conducive, like, oh, Rockwell's not really like that. Like, so it has to match my reality and my lifestyle. And, you know, I think it's important because, you know what I'm saying, there's so many different, you know, elements to hip hop and stories to tell. So why tell the same story? Every story don't end the same. Every story, you know, doesn't begin the same. So, you know what I'm saying, we have to be able to highlight the in between.
Which leads me to my next question. I think you kind of answered it. What do you want to be remembered for?
Yeah, you know, I just want my you know, my music to stand the test of time. You know, just to be remembered for being, you know, stand-up guy, reality rapper, always pushing the envelope, always giving you those double and triple entendres is going to make you think. You know what I'm saying? You know, somebody that always, you know, put knowledge over self and put, you know, the music to the forefront, because, you know what I'm saying, it's, I always said at the beginning, maybe from season 1, maybe I said it, but it doesn't have to be me. I don't need to be the brightest star. I just want good music and great content to be out there.
That's right.
And I'm happy to contribute whatever I can to it.
That's right. You did say that. And you said, I want to be a part of good music. And that's good sound. So that's dope. Like, and it's crazy because I wanted to take some clips from our last interview and kind of play them like, look what you said on this one. Look what you said on that.
Yeah, no lies told. Hopefully no lies told. You know,
no lies told. You have not told a lie yet. Let me ask you this, because there's one that we talked about. And I'm like, I wonder how he feels now. So at the time, Kanye West had just announced that he was running for president.
Okay.
And you were like, you know, Kanye's Kanye. I would still work with him. You know, we just know Kanye's crazy, and he got his own. You know, he's Kanye. So
I never said crazy. I hope I never said crazy.
No, you never said crazy. You know, you said he got mental health issues. You know, what did you say? You said something about. You said I can't remember. I don't want to quote you, but it was in the sense of, we know he ain't fully dead. You know what I'm saying? But he's still an artist, and he's still somebody I would want to work with. So how do you feel today?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it still remains, you know, and I hope I didn't say anything that, because salute to everybody that's working through their own mental struggles, because we all are, you know what I'm saying? Right. I feel like we all have a percentage of what they say is crazy, right, or what they say is abnormal. You know what I'm saying? I think we all have a percentage. Right. And he's one of those people that's, you know, never been shy to be vocal about, you know, the way he feels in that moment. Mm-hmm. And that's scary to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that. You know, his boldness and his, you know, he brings all that into the music, and that helps his creativity. Right. It's because he's fearless when it comes to that. And so I really appreciate it. But yeah, no, I would love to. I still, you know, one of the people that, you know, I admire their mind, I admire their genius, and I think along the same lines of
You're
Trump.
breaking up, bro.
I'm breaking up.
Hold on, guys. Right. You there? Look, you take a sip of your juice. It comes back.
I'm still here.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you said it cut off when you said I forgot now.
Okay.
Now
All right. Yeah, no, so good. I think where I was getting at is that I think somebody like him is like a person that's has that same elusiveness to where like there's like a Trump or like, like an Elon. You don't know if these people are crazy, are they a genius? You know what I mean? It's that fine line sometimes that you don't know. Like how could they be crazy with this following and then the things that they do and the things that they're able to accomplish? Like how can they be crazy? Maybe they're genius. Why these things are happening? Why they make you think that they're crazy or that they don't know what's going on? I know somebody recently said that, I don't want to misquote them, so I won't say their name, but people that go around and say that like politicians are stupid, and that's not possible for a politician to be stupid. They may make it seem like what they're doing is stupid because they tell us that they're going to do one thing and then they do another, and like, oh no, they're stupid. But we get it confused, like they're working for us. They're not working for us.
Right.
They're working for somebody else. They're an employee of somebody else. They're representative of somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's not all about us, the people. So
No.
kind of strafed off a little bit from Ye, but yeah.
Even though they make it seem as though it is, you know what I mean? Like that is the biggest, misconception, is that, it's for the people, I think.
Right.
Is
right.
that this is a business, you know what I'm saying? And we're part of a bigger structure of a business. That's all this is.
Right.
And you have to understand how to play the game. You have to understand that there's rules and there's loopholes. There's, ways. Yeah, there's ways to get around everything, so
it's all business. You're either in the game or you're not. So, if you're either in the game or you're not. So if you're not conducting business, or what I'm saying, or you're just sitting around waiting for something to come to you, waiting for somebody to hand something over to you, then you're not in the game. You're just a bystander. You're just going along with the flow as to whatever else is going on. But everyone else, including politicians, are in business. You know what I'm saying? They're in the business. So all those decisions that are being made are all business decisions. And a lot of times we end up, not understanding, right?
Yeah.
Like, so circling back around to Ye, a lot of things that was going on, we didn't understand at the time.
Yeah.
Right. But now, as things come around full circle, the whole deal with Adidas got blown up and everything gets kind of brought to the forefront. You're like, oh, now I see why he was spazzing out. Like he was in a bad, or maybe felt like in a trapped business position.
Yeah.
So all this may have been a business ploy, to ultimately get what he wanted. Because what happened, it came back full circle, and nobody could sell Adidas stuff or Yeezys without him.
Oh.
So, then he said, "Oh, he went from crazy to genius within like a full news cycle, like like a month."
Yeah, and it's crazy because I want to ask you, since this is so big right now and it's so touchy, people have different perspectives, and I think that with the Diddy situation, I think Diddy has been a big influence to this culture in a whole, and I think it's hard, to disregard his position in this business. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with the allegations that are being displayed, that are being given and being said. So what has been your take on this? And I'm just gonna quote something that Method Man said, and he basically said, don't discredit his contributions to this business and to music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he is not that person in the music business. He's this person at home or behind closed doors. And we shouldn't discredit him in regards to his contribution to music. And I kind of felt that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that with a lot of artists. Now it's become this thing where now, you know, as soon as these bad things come out, whether guilty or not, you're still guilty in the public eye because there's so many different things being said and speculations and, you know, rumors. And it's just like, listen, until this man is proven guilty, we, the people, cannot convict him or shouldn't convict him. You know what I'm saying? But what's your take?
Yeah.
I want to hear you because you're a conscious-minded man. So
I agree. I agree full-heartedly with what you just said. You know, everybody is innocent until proven guilty, and the thing is, we can only cancel ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, which meaning the community. You know, a lot of things, a lot of times, you know, I'm a conspiracy guy. Call it what you want. But, you know, I just find the timing of a lot of things very interesting, and it always forces me to question, you know, certain things because, you know, going back to the media, unless you're an independent media source like yourself, that you can speak the truth without anyone answering to anyone because you're a boss lady, you're your own boss.
Right. And this is why I do it this way, bro. Like, people be like, why don't you go and do like real podcasts? I said, because I don't have the freedom. I don't have the comfortability of being able to speak to Rockwelz while he's in, you know, Jersey and I'm in Massachusetts. I don't have the comfortability of getting that real time moment. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I do it too.
Yeah, no, I mean, and we thank you for it. And this is a real podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think, you know, we're the only ones that could cancel ourselves. You know what I mean? And a lot of things that came out, you know, were just coming out, obviously, to tarnish his image. Like, you can't go to prison for having baby oil. You can't, you know, the stuff that happened with Cassie was very unfortunate. You know, I'm sure, you know, shined a dark light on the time of it in his life. That, you know, I'm sure he never wanted people to see, which is why he settled that so quickly.
Right.
But at the same time, them leaking that footage that he couldn't be convicted on, but yet you're just leaking this just to tarnish his image because, you know, all the other things that you want to roll out and say about him is going to make it a lot easier to believe after seeing him on this video attacking Cassie, right? Makes it all. And, you know, not to defend him, you know, if he did wrong, then he should, you know, suffer the consequences like, you know, like anybody else, you know. But I do think, we definitely have to, you know, give things their chances to develop. And also, you know, I'm a conspiracy guy. I believe half of what I see and you know, none of what I see,
there's
half
more.
of what I hear, what
there's
they say.
More to it. There's so much more to it.
There's always more. You got 25 years of parties, right? Politicians, princes, entertainers, athletes, you know, you name it, you know, people with money and power that they already sealed and said they're not allowing anything else to be leaked onto the internet.
Yeah.
So they already sealed what the rest. So the job may have been done already because he's tarnished, he's discredited, he's locked up.
Well, and that's what they said it was for. It was because he went against the liquor companies. He went against the Rock, and that again, you know, the powers that be that run, you know, alcohol, spirits, beverages, you know, we know who they are.
Commerce. Yeah, it's commerce in general. These people have more power than money than you can even imagine.
God. Thank God. I mean, honestly, because they control the media, they control the narrative, they control what we see, what we hear, what is branded and brainwashed into our minds through social media.
We only know Ciroc. We don't know the parent company that takes care of the alcohol division. We don't know the parent company of that lobbies for politicians. We don't know the parent company of that donates to the New York Times. We don't know the parent company that films TMZ. We don't, you know, so it's
and
like,
they capitalize, I believe, on the urban culture when they have artists and people like that promote these brands, because now it's, I think it started with Belvedere. I think for me, when you seen, you know, the Rockefellers, you know, sporting the Belvedere and Tupac, Cristal, like, do you understand the levels of, you know, branding that brought people to, and wanting to be a part of that lifestyle, and to say, oh, I drink the same thing as the celebrity?
Yeah, no, our culture has always been used and abused, and it's very unfortunate because people don't care about the people. They
No,
only care about
they're not giving back to those communities
the
that they're
culture,
in.
the culture and the money that they could make off of that culture, and the fanfare that they can get behind it, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it's very unfortunate, you know, and you know, we're in a crappy position because, you know, we give it up so freely, and you know, to everyone. Pause. You know what I mean? We just, you know, everybody could dip their hands in and get a piece of something that we created, and we're oftentimes not the ones that capitalize off it. We're oftentimes the ones making cents on the dollar for our art or for things that we've created, and it's
It's your influence. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
your voice is your influence, and your, you know, your agreements, and that's what I've had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Is my you know, influence on culture and on things and on people, and the things that I want to display to people, and being on the right track, on the right side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? And understanding, okay, T, like, Sexy Red is not somebody I care to promote. I don't care to promote, you know, someone who is speaking in a negative way, or just giving that illusion that this is the right way to live and the right way to be for women. Um, and I had, and again, because I grew up with Little Kim and Foxy Brown, so for me it was like, now you're saying this when back then you were all for the, you know, the exploitation of women, and saying these raunchy and nasty things. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was just a time and a place. I think that, you know, it's a certain type of generation.
Well, I'll tell you what. Also, on just to feed on that, it was a balance, though. You know what I mean? Because as much as you had that, and you could be, and I bumped to Lil Kim, Foxy Brown too. You know what I'm saying? We also had, you know, Lauryn Hill and the Fugees and different things, and you know, City High, and you know, different, you know, different artists that also had a shine, a platform, you know, with majors and publicity as well, that wasn't all negative, right? So I definitely understand where you're getting at, because yeah, you know, for every, you know, as much I love Too Short, you know, he was, you know, talking about, you know, bees and 304s, you know, I don't know if I can curse on here,
Yeah, you
but
can.
it's talking about bitches and hoes. That's what he's talking about. You know, pimp. But you know, but we also had a Public Enemy, and you know, so I feel like it was just more like a balance. Like, you know, it wasn't so, all right, we're just shoving only the negative down your throat, and there's nothing else, right? You know what I mean? But I think now is what you're saying is, yeah, it's like how raunchy can you get? Like, was the next artist, you're gonna have to come outside in a skeleton for anybody to be surprised, like, oh my god, her skeleton, oh my, I can't believe she's showing her skeleton, like we seen everything else.
For real. Wait, hold up, bro. Hold up. I'm gonna talk about your little rant here, your skank rant. You know, I caught that, right? And I was like, he is a clown. I was like, I couldn't help myself just laugh every time I think about this video of you saluting the maker of Skank. It's Skanks. And I was like, yo, like, only him, he would say something like this. So tell me why. Like, that was just something. Okay, so what do you love about Spanx? Tell me that.
Oh man, I can't believe you're forcing me to do this. You're forcing my hand. Am I frozen? All right, I'm back. Am I frozen? Let me see.
Yeah, you're frozen on my side.
All right, let me recalibrate.
I was trying to get that clip. That's another thing I wanted to say to you too, because your music is so locked that I could not take no clips from anywhere.
Oh yeah, really?
I was only able to get 2 clips of the last 2. That was it. Like, I could not get no music clips, because all your music is monetized. All your music, your sound is on that CPR tracker, and no, there's nobody stealing your music. Let me just say that.
Well, yeah, I guess that's a good thing. A good thing. But yeah, but no, the stings. I know my video's frozen, but
yes,
I did make a post. I was driving through the city, and I was just inspired. It was a nice sunny day, and I just had to highlight. And I found out the maker of Spanx and Stanks is actually a female, to my surprise.
Wow.
Because yeah. I think a white lady,
right.
But the Spanx a beautiful thing, and then they upped the level, they upped the ante, and they made the Stanks, which is just a thinner material, where it's damn near see through. It's almost transparent. So we in the hood call them Stanks. And now they have the next level, because it is 2024. The next level where they got the stitching on the Spanx to where it lifts all of the fun parts up and straight. Which I just had to give a quick kudos, because that's hip hop. That's
yes. I mean, and that's the thing. People don't even understand. Wait, I'm gonna try to bring you out and bring you back in so your thing won't freeze. Hold on.
Okay, maybe I gotta go in. I'm just.
You got it?
Yeah, I might have to. Maybe I should move it inside. Maybe my Wi-Fi is lagging.
Yeah, it's a little frozen, but I see you moving. But it's funny because people don't realize how that's such a a conversational piece for women, especially in the bathrooms. So I was at a wedding recently, and my best friend was telling another lady, because she's like, yeah, I gotta get a dress for a wedding. My son's getting married. And she's like, you better get a fruit pot. She's like, yeah, I'm trying to, lose some weight, but I wanted to get something that would hold me in right here. She was like, listen, that's what you need to get. And so she's like, really? Dude, they became friends, started following each other. They talk about Spanx and getting all types of undergarments and I'm just like, wow, this is so crazy how this again is one of the highlights to women, because it's like a gift from God. You don't have to do anything but put this thing on and it sucks everything in. So that is so funny that you said that. It was just like that skit for me was like, that was a good morning. Definitely.
Listen,
so I appreciated it.
Kudos. And I did highlight at the end, so they don't think I'm some kind of chauvinist pig. I did say that y'all wearing it for y'all.
Right.
Y'all wearing it for y'all. Yeah. And it's not for us. All right.
You're right. I'll tell you, it is not just for us. Trust me, bro. It's not just for us. It sometimes it's not even, appeasing. Sometimes it's very uncomfortable. People don't understand how uncomfortable those things can be too. I feel like it's like a suction cup and you're just stuck in this thing and you have to get out. It's only a certain amount of hours that you could wear this before you start to feel like, you're going to pass out. So yeah, no, it's not just for us.
Oh yeah, no. I listen. It's kudos, man. When it comes to the all the maintenance that it takes, the heels, I think I just made things worse. I thought I was getting better coming inside here. But when it comes to the heels and the everything, the lashes, the hair, it's a lot of maintenance, and I don't. I just want to appreciate the efforts. I just want to say Rockwelz appreciates the efforts. It's not for me. It's for y'all. I appreciate the efforts.
So tell me what's next for you. What do you have going on? I know you said you have a Christmas project. What else can we see coming from you and Mixtape Monopoly?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, the Monopoly gang, we definitely staying busy. Like I said, I got the Christmas album I'm gonna drop. hopefully top of December. So y'all gonna get that real soon. Still cooking up tracks. Send those beats through beats4monopoly@gmail.com. That's X's instead of O's. You know, you never know. You might get a verse on one of your beats. Beats4monopoly, X's instead of O's @gmail.com. And my second special announcement, you know, me and Jigga always got something up our sleeve. So so you know, Surgeon in the Coroner video. It's gonna give y'all a little Halloween vibes, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking over the holidays.
Surgery in the Coroner video.
Surgeon in the Coroner. That's a record that's actually it's been out, but I just never released visuals for it. So we circle back because it is, you know, Halloween time. So it is a little bit, you know, little dark, little gory, little, you know what I'm saying, spooky. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna drop that right when this interview drops, you know what I'm saying? So y'all, you the first to announce, and you're gonna get it first. So you know what I'm saying? So, in the Coroner.
Yeah, definitely gonna run that up. We're gonna definitely run that up. I look forward to it. Because again, you guys are collective in regards to strategically placing yourself, you know, in the right quarters of, you know, the industry. And I've been seeing nothing but that. Like every project is strategic. Everything that you guys are releasing is strategic. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm very seasonal. I'm a seasonal person.
Yeah.
You know, I take life with seasons and you know, things like that. So this is where I'm like, yeah, okay, it's time for Halloween music. It's time to feel those gruesome tracks. So
yeah. We gotta bring it back some, you know, a little something real gritty, you know, real gritty for the committee in the city. You know, so we're gonna so we're gonna get busy with that.
Anything else you want to tell the people? Any advice you want to give to artists or people in the business that are trying to, you know, get where you are in regards to, you know, just I think you're at a point of here, you know what I'm saying, like where you're getting paid to perform, you are traveling, you're doing shows, you're, you know, your music is all being monetized. Like these are the things that I think artists don't understand. It's like, and you understand PR because again, shout out to MJ, Hip Hop Connections. Let's shout MJ out because MJ has been somebody that I respect highly in this business. She's a woman powerhouse entrepreneur. But she's also very, very consistent and very professional in what she gives me in regards to artists. And that for me is important. You know what I'm saying? Is to work with a person who understands the narrative and what we're trying to do. I don't even have to tell her. She doesn't even have to tell me. She sends me an artist. I give her a date. And we can go on and move on and do our business. It's not this hand holding. What do I need to do? No, MJ already knows. So I tell artists, like, if you want a real PR person, if you want a real promoter or a person who's going to, you know, put you in the right places and get you on the right, you know, platforms, these are the people that I'm putting out to you that are people in this business actually working with artists who are very successful. And you're one of them. So shout out to her for that.
I appreciate that, and definitely appreciate you, MJ. I made some really good friends, had some really good opportunities and things happen, and people I've met through MJ, and also vice versa. You know, just us being a collective and sharing those resources. And I know she probably piggybacked off of a lot of, you know, shows and stuff and people that we knew. You know, that she was able to work with as well, and you know, it goes hand in hand, and I definitely appreciate, you know, everything that everyone does behind the scenes. You know, that's one advice I would give is, you know, you need a team. You need a team. You know, I try to do as much as I can by myself, but there's only 24 hours in a day, and you know, you can only do but so much, and you have to be able to trust somebody with something. You know, and that as long as they are aligned with you and they have the same end goal and can contribute to your success, and it's a mutual thing, then most definitely keep that going. What I would leave with y'all is Now be careful in these streets, man. It's crazy out. It's crazy out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's always a light that can shine in the dark. So stay positive, stay mindful, never be afraid to be yourself, and you know, let your light shine through. You know what I mean? You know, y'all is the greatest.
Frozen again, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Are you back?
I am. I don't know why I'm so dark.
I know. I'm like, you look like a ghost, dude. We gotta close out the show.
But yeah,
I need some space to close out the show.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go back out into back outside in the elements. We can bring it back full circle where we started.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with this. You know what it is? I think my oldest woke up and he's taking over my Wi-Fi with all his games, with all his video games. I think that's what's going on here.
Dude,
taking
that
over
be no
my
joke.
Wi-Fi, and I don't want to, because we're at the end, I don't want to disconnect and do all that. But yeah, I most definitely appreciate you. Appreciate, you know what I'm saying, all my independent everybody, because we know what it takes. We know there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no big funding. All we got is us, and you know, and we get it done as you always get it done. And you're looking great. You look 5 years younger from when we did our last one.
No, bro, I'm telling you, I'm just trying to stay out the way. Like people be like, yo, T, like, listen, if it ain't about you know, a check or some money or me evolving and supporting the people that I started with, then I don't want to do it. Like I just feel like I'm keeping my energy very, you know, secluded and very strategic in who I give my energy to now. I think that's important. I think we're on an energy transfer right now, and it's like you absorb the energy that you're around. You know what I'm saying? And the energy that you allow into your circle. So you have to be selective. You have to, as you evolve, as you grow, as you know, see things in life. I think that's what it's taught me for the most part, is be more selective of what you give your energy to. So, because it will age you. You know, some of these 20-year-olds, they look like they 40, 50 years old. And I'm like, what happened? Like, and our biggest slogan this year, I have a t-shirt called Life Be Lifing. And yeah, that's one of the Up North City Girls t-shirts in our store right now, is that, you know, life be lifing. Because listen, it's been a crazy year, but I honestly can say that I still feel like clarity. I still feel like, because I keep my energy so secluded and not give it to everybody, that I'm able to see the clarity of where things are in life for real. Because, and what's important, because again, sometimes we get stuck on social media thinking those things are important, and thinking that, you know, we have to live up to this image and to this, you know, validation from people who don't even like us in real life. Like,
facts.
No, like we don't have to live up to that. And again, it's not easy being an entertainer, being a socialite, being a host. Again, people have different narratives. They have different perspectives of you. They have different, you know, theories of who you are as a person, just because they see you on the internet. So it's hard. It's not easy, but
you continue to do it with grace. So salute to you. Continue to do it with grace.
Well, you're one of the ones, you know what I mean? Like I say to people, like I look at anybody who I've interviewed as my baby, as my, you know, the person who I started with, you know what I'm saying? And you've been a good support system, a good like resource, and you know, just somebody that I can look back on and say, look at him still doing it. Look at him still pushing it. And that's what keeps me inspired, you know. So thank you for being my inspiration.
Oh man, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm frozen, but yeah, that touched me right under the champion hoodie, right under the seat. That touched me right under the seat. That's right in the heart.
You know, that's gonna be my Halloween costume, the Queen of Hearts. So that's like I always aim to touch people right here. You know, I'm a heart person. I love hearts. And I think that you kill all hate with love. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been my goal, is to spread love. And you guys have been so receptive in giving it back to me. And I think that's the joy of this. You know, people say, oh, you know, why do you interview these artists? And, you know, some artists don't pay and things like that. And I said, because you understand that it's a gift. It's something that I'm giving to someone so I can show them to my network, to my platform, and give them the credibility of saying, look, this person is somebody that you need to watch. This is somebody that is out here doing it, that you need to, you know, hone in on. And I think that, you know, you're just a gift of knowledge, of experience. And we need to share that with the world. So
man, I so appreciate you, and what a payback it would be if it turned around. Who knows? You never know it with any artist that you come around. Maybe that you interview, maybe even Rockwelz. That you know, people might catch on a year or two later and be like, you know, whoa, you had some exclusive, 3 exclusive interviews with Rockwelz. Yo, Rockwelz is the man right now. You know what I'm saying? We dug in the capsule. We heard Happy Father's Day, Stupid. That's a timeless piece right there. We heard the joint he did with Prodigy and Fred the Godson and Sky Zoo and Termanology. And, yo, we just finding out about this guy. Like, yo, this guy's amazing. And, you know, and you got that time capsule saved up, and nobody could take these hour that we spent talking and sharing and building. You know, they can't take that. That's your material. That's this is you. So, you know what I mean?
My history. You are a part of my history, brother.
Yeah, likewise.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up? I know it's Sunday. You got to hang out with the family. I'm going to go get myself together for my week. But anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
Oh, man. Yeah. Love y'all. Rockwelz, Monopoly family. You know. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Enjoy your day. Make the best of your day. Make the best of your life. Make the best of your hour. Because that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm a survivor. I'm a striver. And I'm going to excel at this, man. So pay attention. We going Christmas time. Y'all going to see me again, man. I got the holiday album dropping. Surgeon and the Coroner with John Jigg's video dropping this week. Stay tuned, man. It's Rockwelz, Monopoly family. Peace.
Peace, bro. Have a good day.
These rappers are my kids, illegitimate, but look at all I did. Got a freak named Jess, loves rough sex, got a tie her to the bed, put nipple clamps on her chest. Got a freak named Sandy, love nose candy, had to cut her off cause she wanted to meet the family. Got a freak named Tanya, got a freak